um, Thursday, everybody, we were going to have you go ahead and we'll just leave this alone for a second. You'll just pause your video and you will type this information out where it is, okay, in the exact cell. So if it's over here, all this stuff is right aligned. This stuff is bold. That's in payroll. We're just going to type it out, okay? Another thing we're going to do is we're going to put the date on here. Now, date formatting could be different. If you wanted the words all spelled out, April 23rd, you hit enter. Well, it might be different. I've been playing around with it, but why is it different? You can go to Format and Cells. So you make sure your active cells where you want the date to be. And you go to Format and Cells. And before we were in the borders, and there's different things you can do with alignment, wrapping text we'll talk about. Number is just putting it back to normal, general. If you want a currency, you can do negative numbers here, 2 decimal places, you can put dollar signs. But what we're looking at is date. This is the different formatting you can have. So if you wanted that format, you click there, and it'll stay there. Now, if you wanted a different format, then let's say you wanted your format something like that. So do a date format and try to pick this one out if you can by using your format cells for that date. Another thing besides typing this out, getting you a date that looks similar to that, down here on the tabs, if we haven't talked about it, we want to talk about it. You can rename these tabs. You can insert a tab and you can move them so that like sheet 2 is in front of this sheet, whatever the case may be. So it's really easy to manipulate worksheets inside the workbook. I know Ashley had talked about the workbook, and these chapters in the book are the sheets, but just you can move them around. Another thing you can do is double click in here, or you can hold the control key down and you can do a variety of things, and one of them you can do is rename. So if you wanted to double click, you can do that, or you can hold the control key down and you can rename the tab. And what we want to do is rename the tab Payroll. If you wanted to get rid of this a sheet, you can just go and hold the control key down, hit the sheet, and delete, and it'll get rid of it. Doesn't give you a chance, so once you do it, you do it. If you wanted to color the tab, hold the control key, click on it, and you can color the tab. So those are just a few things we'd like you to do, is to work with renaming the tab, coloring the tab, working with the date, and typing this information out. And this will be what we'll do. And when you're finished, you want to save it as payroll. What you name the tab, save it as payroll.